Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We're here for the very first ROH Honor Club live reaction. This is the first episode of the weekly ROH show. They're officially back now. That's good to see Ring of Honor back weekly now.
New era of ROH.
I love the setup too. I was concerned it was going to be like AEW Dark, but they really changed it all up. So,
they're going all out.
Oh yeah, the first match is to honor Jay Briscoe. First match is Mark Briscoe versus Slim J. He could have played John. If he was in like WWE 2002, he would have played John Cena. He'd have been your John Cena. Slim J would. Just gain a few pounds.
I like his style. I love the arena they're doing it in. I love the Universal.
Yeah, I like this setup. I like the Titantron in the back. Cool,
Me too.
Fans are at.
It's really cool.
This is kind of like NXT setup, but kind of better than the NXT setup. Well, like the black and gold NXT.
Yeah, the Full Sail.
Yeah. Got a hot crowd.
Yeah, this is a good crowd. I'm gonna grab a Gatorade real quick.
Yeah, they're still going by the code of honor, and a lot of wrestlers heels are not gonna, just like we're seeing now.
I like the concept of the code of honor. Yeah, Slim J been around for a while.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that he's a veteran in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Seemed like AR Fox. You wouldn't think that he's still young.
Mm-hmm. Ari Devine repping AEW merch. I'm a huge fan of Caprice and Ian Riccaboni on commentary.
Yeah, I like them two together.
Have you seen the discourse surrounding refs holding ladders today?
Yeah, it's really petty. Like
it is. It's totally just people who dislike AEW looking for any kind of reason.
Like
kind of reason.
I could care less with the. I mean, as long as the ladder didn't fall. I mean, they didn't show that on air. Not like they showed it on air.
Mm-hmm. No, it's like some idiot was like, "Oh, at DraftKings, at TBS, is this what you want?" And it's like, yeah, I bet they don't want AEW to air some man breaking his neck on live TV.
And if he did break his neck, then they'd be on AEW for that.
Mm-hmm. Then it's an outlaw mode show.
It's real petty now. You're just trying to find any little thing.
Mm-hmm. It's people realize they can get way more interaction online if they hate on AEW, because that's just how it works.
That's what they do. They
will always get so much more traction than like praise for a company.
Mark Sterling. I didn't know he was with Slim J. And
yeah, they paired with Varsity Athletes too.
Yeah. because Tavares with Trustbusters and the with Woods and East. They might as well just combine the two groups.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe they're just gonna have one focused on ROH and one on AEW.
I think there's a 10-match card tonight, which is crazy.
Yeah, I thought it was just gonna be maybe 5 or 6, but and we got Zack Sabre Jr. tonight for the New Japan Pro Wrestling Television Championship, I believe.
Yeah,
I was shocked when I seen he was on there. I knew Tony Khan said there was gonna be New Japan Pro Wrestling involvement, but
oh yeah, and also Wheeler Yuta. It's probably going to be revealed later tonight, but calling out Shibata, that's crazy.
PR, yeah, ROH. I knew I was gonna get this. What channel was it? ROH is actually not on TV, but it is on Honor Club, their streaming service for $9.99, I believe. But if you don't want to do that, we're your live commentary, I guess. Right now, the first match is Mark Briscoe and Slim J, and Mark Briscoe is busted open. But if you do want to watch it, there's Honor Club. There's different kinds of stuff, different other types of things you could maybe go through, like doing the different way of people how they watch stuff. Did you hear Claudio's president? Claudio.
What?
He's the president. Yeah, he's president of ROH, probably. He's world champion, I guess. I didn't know he was president. I filmed like 30-something matches. And the first day was like for 2 episodes. I'm assuming the next day was for 2. So it's 4 weeks up until the pay-per-view. So they'll probably do another taping probably the day after or the day before. I don't know. It's going to be very, very soon when they have another taping of ROH.
Yeah. Well, they probably have about 1 month worth of tapings. They probably do them 2 weeks after dark tapings, so that way it doesn't try to burn out the Universal crowd.
Because we're in March, they filmed 4 weeks, so 4 weeks from now is Supercard of Honor. So probably, they'll probably do another taping pretty soon. Because I know the first day they did 19 matches, which was for 2 weeks worth of shows. So I'm assuming the next day was another 2 episodes. There's a lot of things that I tried to avoid from the spoilers and stuff. Mr. Jacobs, right now it's really good. I said we'll be the only who's not watching will be their live commentary. Where do you think Eddie will go? It's a good question. I think that will get answered tonight, maybe on Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe he will be on ROH a little bit more, or maybe primarily focused on ROH.
I think he's going to debut the Raw after Mania along with Jay White and Will Ospreay and with Kota Ibushi, just as WWE Gareth told me. And that's what Zero News said, so it has to be true.
Zero News. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I remember
Zero credibility.
I remember when, like, it was leaked out that Brian Cage signed with AEW. It was like right after his match with Impact, and it was from this off the wall source, and it was true, but they denied it. But Zero, everything they say hasn't ever happened until they report isn't even legitimate. But Tommy T, where do you think Eddie Kingston's going to go? Damn.
Well, I thought that neckbreaker was going to be it, just because Slim J's back just twisted.
I wonder what they do with the ROH Tag Team Champions. I'd like to see the Aussie Open and the Kingdom go for them at Supercard of Honor, or
I bet it will be answered eventually.
Because it looked like at the tapings, it looked like Mark Briscoe's going to offer the television ROH, the Ring of Honor Television Championship. That's what it looked like. So.
Mm-hmm. I do wonder if he wins it, because I don't know if I want to see him lose yet, because he's such a good face right now, all things considered, But I don't want to see Joe lose.
I think I know Samoa Joe defended it quite a few times. Like he wrestled 3 times during the same day on Ring of Honor. So that should be a unique matchup. I don't think that's ever. If it did happen, it was years ago. The Briscoes and Samoa Joe, like 2002, 2003. Yeah, come on. Is it freezing up for you any?
No, not for me.
I haven't had any problems with I know the WWE Network. Oh my god, it would act up crazy sometimes. That was a pretty good match. I'm glad it wasn't like from what I heard, like none of them were really squash matches. Like they had maybe 1 or 2. Tony Deppen.
Oh wow.
He was on this podcast before. Very ironic to see him. Oh. He's doing what I don't know. He's trying to copy what Aaliyah did on WWE, but this time having the notes in front of him. Oh, he's going out Samoa Joe.
Tommy asks, "Who's your favorite AEW superstar?" That's a difficult question. I like too many of them. I can give you like 5.
Let's do a top 5.
Top 5: Keith Lee, Swerve, Omega, Eddie Kingston, and there's too many. Ruby Soho. What about you?
If anyone's been watching this podcast long enough, you probably know the first person I'm going to say is Brian Cage. Say Brian Cage, probably CM Punk, MJF. It's tough. Probably John Moxley. I know I'm forgetting someone that I really like. John Moxley. Who am I forgetting? Say Brian Cage, CM Punk, John Moxley, MJF.
That's
4. Christian Cage. I mean, there's a lot of people Sting, women-wise, Tony Storm, Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter. There's a lot of favorites in AEW. Yeah, Tony Deppen called it Samoa Joe. That's good. That should be pretty interesting.
I think with AEW, you just have such a wide variety of talent that you're bound to connect with one of them,
A lot of different styles too. Like they got Tentacle and Danielson, and Danielson, Helico, some other people, High Flight and Top Flight, Air Fox, Lucha Bros, powerhouse wrestlers in Miro, Powerhouse Hobbs. I know I'm missing a few. Then you have your
brawlers.
Yeah, like Moxley, Eddie Kingston.
And then you have someone who can do it all, like Kenny Omega.
Yeah. I'm really surprised Maria was able to do tapings because she had surgery on her throat or something. I've seen.
Oh, wow. I love Mike Bennett. He's so fun to watch. I've gotten to see him a few times live. He's just so fun. I love him. He's also what is it, like motivational speaking? That's also really cool.
Yeah, he does it a lot on Twitter, like his daily, just like daily messages, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the tag team name for Sean Dean?
The Infantry.
It's pretty cool. I know the one other guy's been on Dark a few times.
Tyler Bravo. Yeah.
This should be a pretty good matchup. The Kingdom. I'm trying to like the ROH tag division that's shaping up because they got Aussie Open, Kingdom.
Top Flight's in there.
Yeah, Top Flight. And I'm missing a few others. I guess you
could put in BCC.
Yeah, I guess you could put in the Gates of Agony. The Boys.
I love Toa Leona.
Yeah, I've been trying to get him on here a few times. And his name Khan.
Bishop Khan, yeah.
I've been trying to get both of them on here.
Yeah, I think Toa Leona just has the look of like a huge star.
Umaga, like that's who. If he just gained a few more pounds.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't even have to be a muscle, like just being a big dude.
That was cool. Before I've seen two people who's been was Bryce Remsenberg on here? I don't know if he was, but we've already seen two people who's been on this podcast: Tony Deppen and Matt Taven.
Caprice is so funny on commentary. When Matt Taven yells that he's Matt Taven, he's like, that's how he's introduced himself ever since kindergarten. That's so good. I agree, P-Dog. Sean Dean is underrated. I love him.
Yeah. I think in ROH, they're going to – I don't know when, but I feel like he's going to be ROH Tag Champion. Either by the end of the year or 2024, I think they're going to push them in ROH.
I like him. He's from Chicago, so I'm like morally obligated to.
And he beat MJF twice.
He did beat MJF twice. I wonder. I need to check. I'm going to pull up the card for tonight real quick.
That was a good elbow.
Takeshita's in action tonight. I'm very excited for that.
Who is he going to? I knew he was. I saw some.
Sorry.
I was just saying, like, I seen him on Twitter with some different about it. I knew who he was facing.
He's facing Josh Woods tonight.
Oh, that should be pretty good. Another net breaker. See a lot of net breakers tonight.
They're good. They should be done more.
Hot tag. This is tag team wrestling at its best right here. Like an actual tag team division. Like, everyone likes to say WWE's tag division is stacked, but like, besides the New Day and Street Profits, who do you? I mean, I guess the Usos.
You got the Alpha Academy, I think. I don't know if they're still a thing.
They keep on breaking them up, and
I love both wrestlers in Alpha Academy. I
yeah,
love Otis. He's
like
actually he's really fun, and I love Chad Gable.
I like Jack. He reminds me a little bit of Kurt Angle and Charlie Haas at the same time.
Yeah, I think Chad Gable deserves the world.
Even though AEW's television isn't at its best right now, like WWE has what are they called? What is the like the model guys, like what's his name? Like Eli Drake. Probably not was with them.
Maxim Models.
Yeah. Then you got Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza, which they're a really good team.
Mm-hmm. And like to be clear, I'm not like trying to shit on the talent because I think like any wrestler can be as good as any other wrestler if given the right booking. But it's just like the booking's just not there, you know. And yeah, AEW is also in a slump right now with tag team wrestling. Like the company that went from having Kenny Omega, Adam Page versus the Young Bucks, them versus FTR, the Lucha Bros for the titles, Red Dragon for the titles, Best Friends and Santana Ortiz had a huge rivalry that people really loved, and even when it ended, people still would cheer for them when they found each other in a battle royal. To the Guns holding the titles versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. And again, I'm not trying to shit on them.
Yeah.
It's just they're not, as a tag team, they're not the Young Bucks.
I feel like a lot of people take it personally. Like example, Maria Shafir. I don't, as a person, it's not personally. It's just just booking, I guess. How the person's portrayed. It's not necessarily their fault.
Mm-hmm.
Ms. Jacobs, Cody, and Jack killed it last Monday.
I saw a few of their sequences there.
But I seen Chad Gable versus Johnny Gargano on Raw, and that was a really, really good match. Zack Sabre Jr. and Blake Christian's next, looks like.
I love Zack Sabre Jr.
I think I put into our two, we're finally going to get him a Danielson. Up next. And, like, no one knows these matches. Like, the crowd, like, no one knows who they are. So the pop of some of these guys, which I hope there will be.
Well, I bet just once he comes out. There he is. No, never mind. Come on, crowd. You got to be louder than that.
They were hot in the first two matches.
They were. Actually, I think the mixing might just be bad because they're all standing up and they're all like cheering in the visual, but
yeah,
I think maybe their sound mixing is bad.
Yeah, everyone's clapping. I'll see.
I can't hear any of it though.
So I guess there is going to be a one-loss record in ROH because
oh yeah, they're doing it right now.
Yeah, on the bottom they're showing records.
My only problem with them usually is that they can lead to you booking yourself in a corner, you know?
Yeah, I know they haven't done like the rankings. They just stick with the wins and losses. I really want Jungle Boy it was going to be Jungle Boy Orange Cassidy to come out to Moxley for 100, but Jungle Boy was injured for a little while, and then Moxley just racked up those wins. He just took the 100. But I knew he was going to be the first one to get to 100.
I think if anyone deserves it, it's Mox.
And the first women's wrestler right now, it's going to be Nyla Rose. She's got 91, 90, 92.
Zack Sabre Jr. is going to put on a clinic.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good technical, maybe a little high-flying match. Because Blake Christian's high-flying and Zack Sabre Jr.'s more technical, so this should be interesting to see how they match up. I've seen, what's his name on Twitter? There's this one guy who's like all-pro WWE, Gareth is his name.
Gareth, yeah.
He said that that Baron Corbin is a better wrestler than Zack Sabre Jr.
Gareth is a clown.
And then Baron Corbin's probably one of the worst in WWE. Like, you can't compare him to Zack Sabre Jr.
There's very few people you compare to Zack Sabre Jr.
Especially in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Gareth is a clown. I like that. I think isn't he the one always spamming the, like he denies it, but he's one that spams the AEW stuff.
Yep, the AEW will die, stuff like that.
Yeah, he said it's not him, but
he's lying.
Like, this is like an everyday thing. Like, every time I blocked him several times.
Mm-hmm. I make it a point to never block people. I just clown on them usually. Really toxic of me, but
yeah, I try
when it's Gareth, I don't mind.
Like, I try to report spamming. Like, when I do it constantly.
Yeah, AEW kind of needs a mod for their chats and stuff.
Thank God we haven't had anything like that on here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we did have that one time.
How does Zack Sabre Jr. even think to do these moves? Like a rolling wrist lock like that. Is he just kind of doing stuff and it just usually works?
Yeah, I feel like he's created some of these. Like, he's just spent hours and hours thinking of new moves, new technical moves, and he. But what would have been a good match was Dean Malenko in his prime versus Zack Sabre Jr.
That would be really good.
Was it on AEW last night? I could have swore I saw he was on. He did something on AEW last night. I think it was a video package or something.
I wasn't able to watch.
He did something. I've seen him here recently.
That was a nice body scissors roll up.
It was a good paced match.
I like this camera work a lot when they cut to the camera guy that's standing right next to the ring. They need to do that more. Keep that camera work.
Ooh, that was good.
Oh yeah, that cravat that he caught him in.
That's hard to do.
That is hard to do.
Brian.
Yep. He's
Brian
calling
Danielson.
him out.
He's the only Brian I know he could be referring to.
That's definitely the only one. No, he's calling out Brian last on the Jim Cornette podcast. He's gonna fight him.
If that's who he's, hey, you never know.
If only.
Like, it's directed at Brian Danielson, but he's also directing it to someone else. Ten minutes remain.
I really like the thing about Zack Sabre Jr.'s character is he knows like how great he is with technical wrestling, and yet he still, if his opponent like stands up to him and like hits him, he'll still try to beat his opponent at their own game. And I love that kind of just it's I don't want to call it like a character flaw, like, but it's something that he is ingrained into all of his matches. That's like such a subtle detail. It's really cool. I like it a lot.
That was good. Yeah, he tries to do a little bit of trying to just stay on his pace a little bit, which he's not.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really a hot flying wrestler. He's pure technical. P-Dog. Sabre versus Danielson at Supercard. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be really good. Or they could save it for which there is going to be a Forbidden Door too, which was kind of leaked by Bleacher Report. So I think that match is going to be happening very, very soon. Could you imagine Brock Lesnar and Zack Sabre Jr. in a match?
That would be. Would Brock put him over? Like in terms of like making him look good?
Nah, I don't know.
Because he's done it for a lot of people where they put on a great match and they come out looking great. For Danielson, for AJ, for Balor.
I know Randy Orton, he was not going to put him over in that match. Like that was this domination match. Like that wasn't even
when Brock busted him open and gave him a concussion.
Yeah, and Shane went like he's going to do something. And
but no,
I don't know if it was me, but in the last Royal Rumble, he looked kind of slower, Brock Lesnar.
I didn't watch the last Rumble.
Like normally, like he's in there and throws people around, and like 10 seconds, he's already dominated 15 people. It took him like 3 minutes to get to the ring.
Yeah, they had a long ramp to the ring, I thought. I've seen a few pictures of it. But from what I heard, the Rumble just wasn't that great.
I watched, I just wanted to see what was going to go on with the men's Royal Rumble and see Cody. And they should have started out with Cody and Walter at number 1 and 2 and had them be the last two in.
Yeah, I do not get the logic in putting big bad heel as first, and you want to make him look and then you put your supposed to be lovable babyface who's going to go through turmoil at 30.
It's not like we don't know he's going to be in it.
Yeah, they had already announced that he's going to be in it. If they didn't, then it's different. But they did announce it.
So now this lopsided looking kind of, and everyone else like Triple H is. I mean, some things have gotten better, but this hasn't been like a drastic change.
No, it hasn't. The only thing on WWE TV that is watchable are Walter matches and occasionally the Bloodline, and that's only because of Sammy.
I like was it Sheamus and Walter?
Yeah, they had a really hard hitting match. They need to do more of that. Walter's just great. Walter's the best.
This is gonna be it probably. I don't think he's gonna. I'm thinking he might knock him out, but I don't know. The submission hold he's got him in. Oh wow, that's hard to do. A few minutes ago, they just said 10 minutes remaining. This might be a time limit draw.
I mean, How long is the NJPW TV title matches?
Uh,
And
I'm
I don't think it will
sure.
be NJPW TV.
Because they said just a few minutes ago, 2 minutes remain. I think Zack Sabre Jr. 6-0. I'm going Zack Sabre Jr. to win this match.
Oh, me too.
That's kind of obvious.
5 minutes remaining. Oh, it has a 15-minute time limit, so this match has been going on for 10 minutes.
I also like that it's on our club because there's no ads, no commercials.
Oh yeah, it's a game changer.
No picture in picture.
Whenever I watch Dynamite, it's I watch the Fight TV stream, so I don't have to deal with picture in picture.
That's the one thing that international fans are lucky on sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think TSN has in Canada. Isn't that like their sports center type thing?
What was that?
TSN isn't that like the sports center of Canada type thing?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about.
I know they're on TSN in Canada. Well, AEW is. No, that was really good. Someone made a poll. Who is the worst wrestling news site? Ringside or Zero News? Ringside.
Ringside or Zero News, for which is worse?
Yeah, who's the
For who causes more damage? Definitely Ringside, but like who gives worse takes? Definitely Zero News.
that could be either one.
It goes either way. Lane says, "Hey guys, sorry I couldn't make it. My power's going crazy, and I have a tornado warning." Jesus, that's not fun.
Wow. No,
I had a
that's
tornado
not.
warning the other day. That's not fun at all.
Yes, that's what. Luckily, I was able to still do the podcast and knock the power out. We had a little storm here.
3 minutes.
These submission holds.
It's like a triangle.
It's happened. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
That was a good match.
that was fun.
I thought it might actually have been a time limit draw with how long it went. That was a really good match.
Oh, will he code of honor? He will probably. Predicting it. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. This should be funny. Whatever Kesha's response is. National champion.
starved that promotion. Now, 2023, a new era, new owners. With all the changes that have happened, two things are still the same. The competition is still the toughest in the land, and Christopher Daniels is still in the thick. Fair warning.
Got Christopher Daniels promo.
Love Christopher Daniels.
There's a lot more that I want to do. So if you stand in my way, say your prayer.
No, Rohi Raju and Daniels next. I love Rohi Raju. I'm glad they got I actually tagged Tony Khan on this a while back before this was even a thing, but Joel Raju and Rohit Raju's tag team in ROH thought would be pretty good.
Why is he sometimes called? Is he sometimes called Hakeem Zayn? On
Rohit Raju.
Yeah, because I've seen him called Hakeem Zayn at different promotions. Oh, it just used to be his old ring name. Because sometimes when he's at AAW, he was Hakeem Zayn.
Code of Honor is still respected. Fallen Angel. Now we just need I think Jake something should be pretty good at Ring of Honor. Okay, Impact reference. Former Impact X Division champion.
Really funny that they're bringing up Impact when this is going to be airing at the same exact time, taking away viewers probably.
Yeah, that's it. That started at 6, but it's still going to be going at the same time as Impact. Which they could have put this on TNT and it wouldn't be any competition. A lot of TNA references, which, they are where they used to be. I remember one time, I think like Jim Ross, when the pandemic was going on, and AEW had like the post shows. Then Jim Cornette Jim Ross went off on WWE and said, like, golly, they down NXT so bad.
I really love that Triple H said NXT is not the third brand. It is not a development. It's the third brand. It's like just as important. And then it lost. They had to move nights. And then Triple H was like, "That's right. They beat our developmental brand. Good job for them." It's like, okay, Trip, calm down, Paul. Triple Paul needs to. It's too easy to clown on him,
Yeah, he doesn't remember what he's. At least Tony Khan knows what he says, in some sense, referencing past things. No, this is going to be. I can't believe that Daniels is in his 50s.
I know, right?
He was like he's still in his 40s at least.
He used to AJ Styles and Samoa Joe used to be the number one match in America according to Cage Match. But I think that's changed fairly recently. Let's see. Number one match from America is nowadays it's Adam Page and Kenny Omega versus Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson.
Revolution.
Yeah.
That was a really good match.
It was.
I watched that Dave and Buster's match. Like the fans made it even more better. Like that one fan when Kenny Omega kicked out.
And he's like has his hands up. Yeah. It's such a good moment.
Like that reaction just made the match 10 times more, like, I won't say better, but more invested, I guess, like emotion.
Yeah, it's an iconic moment, you know.
Probably in AEW history that kick out right there. I love
Mhm.
kickouts like that.
Oh yeah, and when he's so mad at his best friends for stealing him and his other best friends like
Yeah.
finishing move,
Yeah.
and it's just so good. Tied for best match on American soil actually is Ring of Honor Kenta Kobashi versus Samoa Joe. That's also at a 9.68 according to Cage Match.
What's the least? Like, what's the worst rating on there?
Worst rating. Oh man, let's see if I can advance search.
I think Baron Corbin's going to be in that.
I don't think so. I'm not a Baron Corbin hater. He's a very safe worker.
I used to really like him in the motorcycle thing, and I thought he had something. They try to make him like Val Venus to shave his head and be like the Raw general manager. You can't redo something after it's been done.
I can't figure out what the lowest rated on Cage Match is. It's probably a 0. But yeah, AEW's best match, Bucks versus Omega and Page. Ring of Honor's Kenta Kobashi versus Samoa Joe. TNA Styles Daniels Joe. And then WWE's, try to guess what WWE's highest rated match according to Cage Matches.
What's that?
See if you can guess what WWE's highest rated match according to Cage Matches.
Austin Rock. Is it something like newish or old?
It's from 2018. It's also including NXT.
Is it from Survivor Series?
Nope. It
I don't
is.
know.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano versus Andrade Almas.
Wow. That was not the match I was expecting.
I know, right? It's kind of out there. It's a banger match, and I love it a lot. But I would not call it the best in WWE history. It's close. It's in my top 10 in WWE history.
Christopher Daniels picks up the win. Another pretty decent match.
It was. Really quick match, too. I just can't believe that Hart Austin isn't number one.
Yeah. Out of WWE history, like the entire.
Yeah, or Punk Cena. I thought that would be number one, especially on a site like Cage Match where it has like the hardcore fans.
Out of like they've been around for like 40, 50 plus years. Out of everything that could be rated on. I need to get one of those shirts to Jay Briscoe.
I need to too, but I'm broke.
I wanted to get the Brody Lee one when it first came out, but I never got it.
I ended up getting the Brody Lee one.
At this point, I got too many shirts at this point. Well, wrestling shirts. Like every day it's a wrestling shirt I wear. Too many black shirts too, because I can't. Like I'm trying to get like a variety of colors now, especially summer. I like on the ROH promotional things that the narrator is. He used to be for TNA.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Once TNA get rid of that, that was it. Like just the little things TNA get rid of. Brett Titus. Northern match on an Honor Club of the Pure Championship tournament. That a really good match. I'm glad that they're bringing these guys back. Like Brett Titus, Tracy Williams, Shane Taylor, Silas Young.
snatched away from us. We'll take this fight, and our path is single. Our focus is singular. Once and for all, work harder than ever and restore honor to ROH. What are you guys doing here?
Aussie Open. This is going to be an interesting match.
I did not know Kyle Fletcher sounded like that.
I never knew how they sounded or anything. Like, especially Butcher, like when you think his voice is something, then when you actually hear him talk, it's.
Yeah, I thought because I was just listening to it on Spotify. I was listening to their AEW Unrestricted, The Butcher and the Blades. And every time the Butcher would talk, I thought it was the Blade. And every time the Blade would talk, I thought it was the Butcher. And so I was really confused.
Keston, Joshua Woods is next.
That's going to be a good match. Josh Woods, secretly a hooper. He can go.
I don't know what the total story, but when I went to All Out, the Fan Fest, Josh Woods was just hanging around, eating candy, and I didn't know if it was him. I said, "Are you Josh Woods?" And then we used to sit there like at least 30 minutes talking about candy. I am wrestling at a wrestling convention.
That's pretty cool.
He's really cool, Josh Woods is. Like, I always wonder like how these wrestlers would shoot basketball like how they would shoot sometimes, especially like Big Show or Great Khali or certain wrestlers like that. Like, how would they shoot in basketball?
What's your starting five from AEW?
God, I'm gonna go Scorpio Sky because I feel like he'd be pretty good at point guard. Center, I'm gonna go Saddam Singh.
That's the fair choice.
He was in the NBA a little bit.
He was on the Dallas Mavericks, I think, right?
Yeah, I think it was on the.
I'm googling it right now. Let's see.
Maybe in the Boston Celtics.
He was a second-round pick for the Dallas Mavericks in 2015.
They need him right now. Why
I can't believe that Kyrie and Luka are 1-4 as a duo.
I got no defense.
No defense.
Like Dwight Powell he should be bench center coming off the bench, not. So we got Singh at center, Scorpio Sky at point guard.
I'm thinking Keith Lee at power forward because imagine the screens he's going to set.
Oh God!
You have to walk a mile to get around a screen. And I would say Kenny Omega shooting guard because he does not miss.
I think the Young Bucks would be good shooting guards. Or maybe point guard. I don't know. I wish I did like a skit like on BT or something like 5-on-5.
That'd be so fun.
Like Jeff Jarrett or like someone like crazy. Like you would never picture them in basketball. Like Nakeshita, Samoa Joe. What if they do Team Punk versus Team Elite, but it's 5-on-5 basketball?
Team what versus Team Elite?
Team Punk versus Team Elite. 5-on-5 basketball.
You would have FTR, Punk.
That'd be weird. I actually want to see some of this. No, WWE did that with the Street Profits and
the Viking Raiders.
yeah.
Ruby Soho and Jamie Hayter are about to do a generational carry job for Saraya.
Yeah. She what's her last match on TV?
Sky Blue.
Yeah, from like her matches from like her first match back at Full Gear to now, she has progressed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like from all that ring rust, she has progressed a little bit, but
and I get that she's definitely going to be careful because maybe she doesn't have 100% confidence in her neck, and that's totally understandable.
A lot of people like to compare to CM Punk, but like CM Punk like kind of kept herself active like UFC, or I don't think she did anything active like once she
I don't think she could have though because she had an injury. Punk retired because he was fed up with WWE.
So I think like the time she debuted last year to this year, so hopefully there's a lot of improvement. But this is probably the best to put her in a triple threat on pay-per-view.
I need them to stop doing the Mean Girls gimmick with Tony Storm and Saraya where they put L's on everyone. It's like, stop doing that. You had a phenomenal story.
And it doesn't look like where they're spraying it at either.
No, it never works right. But like they had a great story with outsiders versus originals. Like just go with that, you know. Don't make it Mean Girls.
Do you know who what's his name? I feel like I just had his name. David Roddy is?
No, I do not.
He plays with it's supposed to be. Do you know who Luke Kindred is from the trade the Grizzlies? Well, it was supposed to be Steven Adams. I was supposed to be. Then they changed it to Luke Kindred. Then at the finals, I got there. They changed it to someone else. Oh, that was a good kick. When the cash I think the cash just fixing to pull it out. Yeah, I agree, David. This match is really good.
The apron is the hardest part of the ring. I wonder how often that's said in pro wrestling. Is it every single episode of every single show?
Once they get close to it, someone has to say it. Whether it's Caliber, or in this case,
it was Caprice
Coleman,
or Michael Cole.
And the south part of the ring's in the middle. It's never talked about. Blue Thunder.
Huge Blue Thunder bomb.
Keshta and Sami Zayn would be pretty good.
They both have great Blue Thunder bombs. Lee Johnson also has a really good one.
Yeah, Lee Johnson. I used to not like Lee Johnson at first because, at the time they were bringing a lot of people in and they just have him lose all the time on Dark. Then once they signed him and they put him with Cody Rhodes, I started to like him a little bit more. Well, it was first it was in the Nightmare Factory versus the Nightmare.
There's the Nightmare Family versus the Factory.
Yeah.
I think that Lee Johnson can be a star. I think he's really good. He's explosive. Like his explosivity is what makes him special. There aren't many who are like that. And he had a really good match with Ben Carter. He
Yeah.
had a really good match. I think he faced Takeshita, right? Recently.
Yeah, it was this week on ROH, I believe. Yeah, it was a pretty good match.
Yeah, he give him a really good dance partner and he'll perform. But yeah, that Ben Carter versus Lee Johnson match, I really loved it.
Yeah, but he's signed for NXT, and I haven't heard a word about him.
I have no idea what he's doing right now.
I know he's on NXT UK, but that's not a thing anymore. So
Nathan
he's like a ghost now.
Frazier. What's he doing right now?
Oh, I gave him a stupid name.
He's gonna be 25 this year, so he's wasting his developmental years not doing anything right now.
Believe it or not, I believe it was Britt Baker who referred him to Tony Khan in AEW to bring him in.
Britt Baker, scouting genius. Let's check Cage Match and see what he's doing, because the last thing on his Wikipedia is from August.
You think Mercedes Moné is going to Impact?
No, I don't.
I mean, like it probably be a big thing for Impact, but I don't. I have to release their entire roster, and that still wouldn't be enough.
Yeah, I think there's only two companies that she would go to, AEW or NJPW, signing full time. But I don't know.
I think
Not
Mickey James.
Sorry, Stardom.
If Mickey James and Moné is going to happen, it's going to be at Forbidden Door, not even an Impact show. Probably a lot of Pivot fans were like mad last that they didn't incorporate Impact, but at that time, who did they really have that they could? I mean, I guess Sami Callihan or Moose or Josh Alexander. There's not many slots for just Impact people. Maybe like one or two matches. Well, that was going to be good if Woods would have got that forearm kick. Takeshi's going to do it.
Oh, the rolling suplex.
Oh no, he doesn't get it either.
No.
Oh. Wow, I've never seen it done like that.
That was a nice wheelbarrow suplex.
And he picks up the win with it too.
That was nice.
Like that. Like last few seconds, like last 45 seconds of the match was phenomenal.
Oh, Nathan Frazier's last match was 3 days ago, actually. It was his first match of 2023.
Who did he wrestle for?
Faced Wesley.
On NXT?
Yeah. These people are gassing it up a lot. 7.76 on Cage Match. People on Cage Match just be throwing out numbers because it's just a throwaway match. And people are like, oh, this is a 9. This is a phenomenal match. It's like, huh? I don't give I've never given a match, for me personally, above a 10 because I think it's dumb to break a grading scale. But like a 9 is such high praise. Like I have John Cena versus AJ Styles at Royal Rumble 2017 at 9. Like that's what I have that as a 9.
Like, can people like rate matches on there?
People are saying that Nathan Frazier versus Wes Lee is on 9, and it's like, no, I guarantee you it's not if I were to watch it. Yeah, you're right. Ben Carter would have been good in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, he would have. Him and the Castro would have been a good match.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like AJ Styles and Makestra would have a good match.
AJ's just able to mesh with anyone stylistically.
Yeah, I feel like he could put a. This is a lot saying this, but Disco Inferno, he probably put on some type of decent match with him.
Oh yeah, this is a squash.
But yeah, this is not going to be anything. It's good to see Brian Cage still involved, and he wrestled 3 matches the whole taping, I think. Well, it was 2 days. Damn.
Oh my gosh, Toa Leona.
Brian Cage is out there, right?
He is, yeah. He was on the far side of the ring from the camera.
Toa is dominating whoever on the apron. I mean, on the stage, like a football tackle. How much you want to bet he played football in either high school or something?
I have no idea, but I know when he started wrestling, he wasn't nearly as jacked as he is now.
Yeah, Brian Cage was in TNA like 2002, 2003, and he looked nothing like he is now. His name wasn't even Brian Cage. He was Brian Button, like his real name. Brian Cage's buckle bombs more.
I was so worried with how that move was going to go with that gorilla slam into the corner. I was like, there's no way that ends well. And then he bounced upwards.
No, we're gonna. This isn't gonna end well.
What is Toa Leona going to do?
I thought he was gonna do something
from the
out
top
there.
rope. Me too.
I thought he was gonna do something else. This is gonna hurt.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that hurt Toa Leona more.
Yeah, that probably hurt him worse. I was like baby oil.
Yeah, he slid right off of him. What a superplex.
Quit showboating, Brian. He does it too much, I think. But his saying is he's got to get his shit in, so.
Mr. GMSI. What is their trios finisher?
I don't know. Fixing to find out. What the hell?
That was so awesome, actually. What? Did you see the height he got?
He got to a ladder match type height right there. I'll have to show a replay of that.
Me too. That was great.
He swung him. First we got a baby oil senton, and then we get swinging someone across the ring into a power bomb.
Oh, Ian Riccaboni teasing LFI challenging for the trios titles.
Yeah, they. I think it's something that they're like what they're building towards with the ROH 6-man titles.
I feel like LFI should just be heels though.
Who is LFI? Rouge, Preston, and
Drilistico.
yeah, they were at the tapings. Yeah. We got Dorado versus Ari Daivari next.
I think he goes by just Metalik now. I think he got the trademark for it.
Yeah. Yeah, cause I seen someone post it, like they were posting the scoops and stuff of the ROH, and it was like Metalik. He didn't get grand, but he got Metalik.
Tragic that Metalik got the jobber entrance.
Yeah, he didn't deserve. Yeah, and then like, they just hyped him up in that little was it like a video package? P Dog, I remember Sean Daivari. Yeah, that's either Ari Daivari's brother or something to him. He went back to WWE, Sean Daivari.
I'm really excited for the House of Black versus the Elite match, but man, that just that's one of the few matches that I'll accept. There's no build to this match for. One of the few.
Yeah, like all the matches have a build except that one. I feel it's like put together real fast and.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I've seen so many people saying, "What is the build to this match?" when talking about the Revolution card, and they'd be like talking about like the main event. Like, have you just not been watching the show? And obviously the answer is yes, they have not been watching the show. They're just looking for something to criticize.
Like,
but
right now, that's the only match. It doesn't have any build really.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything Chris Jericho, Chris Jericho starts a lot of build to it. Mm-hmm. Even though I don't like seeing it, they do have build to it.
Yeah, I just know Jericho's gonna win, and it's gonna.
A lot of people, what they do horrible. Is like they don't like AEW, and then they hear other people's opinions, and they just go based off of what they say.
Oh yeah, it's an echo chamber.
I mean, if you're gonna criticize, at least watch the show weekly.
Yeah, I could offer much better criticism than you can because I watch the show. Like if I'm talking about like criticisms of AEW, it would probably be like House of Black not getting enough attention. Too many repetitive storylines with like you have to wrestle this group before you can face this wrestler. Storylines going too long and taking too long to pull the trigger on people. I really think that taking too long to pull the trigger on people is something that happens a lot in AEW.
Yeah, I think like one or two feuds, like kind of like MJF and like I feel like MJF and Danielson and Jungle Boy and Christian can be long term, but like you don't want everything to.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad we're finally getting Jungle Boy and Christian Cage in an actual full on match that we never really got.
Is it a buried alive match?
That's what I think it is.
That's going to be so awesome. That's going to be so awesome. I can't wait.
I never seen a buried alive match without the Undertaker in it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm sure there's been buried alive matches without him in it.
I can't tell you who's been in it though.
The only one I remember, Undertaker and Kane. At least Stone Cold was in one time.
Mankind was in one, I think. Was he?
Yeah, I think he was. WWE hasn't done one since 2010.
Really?
That's what I want to say. Was Kane and The Undertaker.
I mean, if you count the Boneyard match between
Yeah.
Undertaker and Styles, but that's a Boneyard match, not a not a Buried Alive, I guess.
We haven't really gotten a match like this in AEW. I'm curious to see if it's going to be a cinematic. Well, I think like you can do a very live match inside the arena.
Oh,
Like,
probably. But
do
I'm
you-
also fine with the cinematic match. I actually decently like cinematic matches when they don't have commentary over them. I don't know why AEW insists on doing commentary over them.
yeah,
Like I think the Darby and Sting versus Brian Cage and Ricky Starks would have been so much better. It would have been my second favorite cinematic match of like pandemic era wrestling if there wasn't commentary over it.
yeah.
Or no, it would have been my favorite. It is my second favorite right now.
Like that was like a movie sometimes. Those cinematic matches. Yeah, Dorado. Yeah, he's in ROH. I'm really glad he's in ROH. I had a feeling that he was going to be. Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite cinematic match is probably Bray Wyatt versus John Cena in the Firefly Funhouse match.
Yeah.
It was so cool. It was just like a direct like assassination on John Cena's entire character and entire career.
Do you think about the swap match with Bray Wyatt and
Okay, that one. We don't talk about that one.
was Edge and Randy Orton? Did they have the greatest match ever?
Why was it hyped up as that? I don't understand.
It was. I didn't watch the match, but you can't say that you're gonna have the match like insisting on doing it.
Yeah, how are you gonna have a match that's called the greatest wrestling match, and then have it be like a 3.5-star match? Crazy that they have the audacity to do that.
I'm thinking ROH can have their own little X division. They call it something different because we've seen Blake Christian, Dorado.
Have both members of Top Flight in AR Fox, Slim J.
Forgetting someone that we've seen. You need to even put Brian Cage in that mix. I'm forgetting someone that we've seen.
I've already forgotten the whole card so far.
Who is Rush's tag partner in ROH? You just said him just a minute ago.
Tony Nese.
Rush. Rush and Preston Vance and who's the other guy?
Oh, Jalisco.
Yeah, I think they were got their own little X division, the Honor division. That was a good super kick. This was like a pay-per-view almost. Slim J. He's gonna hit him. Yep. All right, Daivari pulls it out. Wow.
Kind of crazy that he won that.
I thought surely Ali was going to win that. That was kind of an upset. Still haven't got any women's matches tonight. There's two on the card. There's Sky Blue, Madison Rain versus the Renegade Twins, and Lady Frost and Moon Nightingale.
Did you see how John Morant was? People are saying like there's some sheriff's office is saying that he beat up a kid and then pointed a gun at him. And then today, he one of his teammates hit a three, and his celebration was finger guns. That's so crazy. That's so funny.
I hope that's not true.
I hope it's not true either. I really like Ja, but man, you can't be doing that to a 17-year-old, you know?
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if he did it. Because some of the past things he's been doing here lately,
Yeah.
did you hear what his friends did? Like courts up the lasers, shining in people's eyes.
Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy. It's like
you're trying to defend your friends, but
yeah, I get defending your boys, but like, man, you've made your money, you know, like
they're one of the top teams in the NBA. Don't be like this. I already know Stephen A is already on Dylan Brooks after what he pulled.
Mm-hmm.
They got ROH women's action. The Renegade Twins versus Sky Blue and Madison Rain.
Push the Renegades.
Yeah, this is the perfect platform for Renegade Twins to get.
They're literally yelling at children. They're perfect heels.
Like, they did pretty good on Dark, but this is going to be a big step.
Yeah, they won the NWA Women's Tag Team titles.
Yeah. Anna Billy Starks. Isn't her name Billy Starks?
Billy Starks, yeah.
Yeah, she had a few matches.
Yeah, I hope AW signs her.
Yeah. Is she 18 or 21?
I believe she's 18. Billy Starks with a Z. Yeah, 18.
They could probably put her on because I know some states like require like 21 or older. Like some states you have to have like a what is it, like some kind of wrestling certificate, like license, be a wrestler. I know Florida, like for ROH, is probably more easier for Orlando.
How old is Nick Wayne? Is he 17 right now?
I believe so. He got signed when he was 16.
Yeah, so about one more year, and then he'll graduate high school and be able to join AEW. That's so crazy to me. It's toxic of me, but man, I hate seeing people younger than me achieving my dreams.
I think for Billy, like ROH is a good start because she could be a big vocal for like big because now they got to focus on the ROH women's division. Put in someone like her in it, Renegade Twins,
Sky Blue,
Lady Frost.
I think just having like Sky Blue do these reps with veterans has paid off huge. Like, because there was a time where she was teaming with Ruby Soho. Now she's teaming with Madison Rain, putting her against Amy Sakura. It's just getting reps with vets. She has improved so much. A student of the game, as commentators just said.
I feel like the reason, like, she is signed to AEW. I feel like the reason they're not giving her that graphic is because she's going to be on the ROH side of things. Maybe.
I bet so. And then eventually she'll move up to main roster.
Yeah. I think she's going to, I don't know when, but I think she'll be Ring of Honor Women's Champion.
Sky Blue eventually?
Like that underdog story.
I agree with that. I cannot decide who's going to take the belt off of Athena, though. That's the problem for me.
A heel Madison Rain, like her teacher, versus the student Sky Blue.
One of the storylines that I had going was with pairing Sky Blue with Ruby Soho in an ROH, and then eventually Ruby turns on Sky Blue. And I only paired them together because blue and then like Ruby, like red and blue, they're just two different colors. So that's literally the only reason I paired them together. But also, I think that they could have fun chemistry.
Yeah.
I think Ruby Soho is phenomenal. I think Sky Blue is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, like even if Sky Blue, I mean, Ruby Soho, I know I'm going for Jamie Hayter, but I'm glad they're finally like putting her in like matches, like pretty much weekly, keeping her involved and stuff. I really like that they're keeping her involved in some type of big story with women's vision since she's been back.
Got Blue chance going. Love to see it. Yeah, Sky Blue's only 23, so
Wow,
lots of years to go. The Renegades are such good heels. Oh my god. It's also really wild finally watching a stream that's going to be at the same time as everyone, because my streams are always like a minute behind.
Yeah, I feel like we're at the same stream on this one. Oh, that was a good rollout.
There ain't no way this person on Twitter is trying to argue with me that Ruby Soho is not over in AEW. She literally is. Have you ever seen the show?
Like, I would say that like before she got injured, but now she's been focused on every week. And she's going for the world title on pay-per-view.
Yeah, she's definitely over. I don't get how anyone can argue that she's not.
Like even when she wasn't getting used, like they're still over. Like, but when she debuted at was it All Out?
Yeah, that was a huge pop.
Ooh, that was a good cutter. Madison Rain.
Madison Rain is doing much better than when she debuted against Jade.
Yeah, I feel like more of her stance in AEW is to be like more of a coach.
Oh yeah, it's like, definitely like a.
It's like Ruby Soho and I mean not Ruby Soho, Sky Blue and mainly like that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually put someone like Sky Blue over.
I just need to see if I don't know if Sky Blue has cut any promos like recently that are like of substance besides like challenging Jade. But if Sky Blue gets comfortable on the mic, that's dangerous because she's going to be comfortable on the mic and good in the ring. So
I know that she had a promo. I mean, was Madison Rain and Sky Blue was TJ when they were having their match.
I need to see I need to see more TJ death matches like at the end of every year. I feel like that should just be a tradition now. That was a really funny looking spear just because she like curved into the side of her. That was funny.
I thought Sky was fixing to do a Snapdragon. That was a good match. Yeah, I agree. This is a pretty good women's match. Sky Blue is a feature. Yep, I agree with that. I think ROH is going to be her huge breaking point of, I guess, like her big run going into AEW. I'm really curious to see Lady Frost and Will Nightingale. next week in action. I knew they was gonna do this.
Oh, Dalton Castle, yes.
I knew they were on the card tonight, so I knew they were switching the. We're gonna get some Eddie Kingston now. I feel like Eddie Kingston's gonna come out. Never mind, it's Wheeler Yuta.
Oh, this is probably when he calls out Shibata. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, hold up. Suns game. I want to see how Kevin Durant did. I think he debuted yesterday.
Yeah.
23 points, not bad. Only 27 minutes.
I know with the Mavericks game, it's 60, 65. They're beating the Sixers.
Oh, good. I hope Joel Embiid loses.
And Kyrie Irving's got 20 and Luka's got 19. Everyone else has got, well, Chris Paul's got 10. Everyone's got 3 points. Has Wheeler Yuta and Air Fox ever going against each other?
I don't know.
That'll be a really good pure rules match.
People cheering for Wheeler Yuta, forgetting that they're heels now. They attack the Dark Order from behind. They're evil.
There were in the comments, or if you're watching this, what's been your favorite match so far on tonight's show? Or what match are you looking forward to if you're not watching right now?
Oh, Timothy Thatcher.
Should be interesting. Timothy Thatcher.
That'll be a fun match.
He was on AEW against Danielson. Glad to see him on ROH. I love his theme music. I guess fits.
I like that when classical music is used as a theme. It's just so like menacing.
Never heard him talk either.
I know. I always expect him to be British every time.
Yeah, especially good with the music and
the teeth. I'm evil. I'm evil. Sorry, British people in the audience. I'm right though.
If you watch any movie, I'm not gonna say it. Never mind.
It's not worth it. Don't anger them.
This should be a pretty good match next week. Wheeler Yuta versus Timothy Thatcher for the ROH Pure Championship. I hope Trent Seven's on ROH pretty soon. At their next taping or something. Samoa Joe. I like how they're like hyping like Dalton Castle, Samoa Joe, like all these guys for next week. Lady Frost and Blue Nightingale next. Not giving Lady Frost an entrance, but who is a good, I don't know, 8-10 minute match. Who was singing? Kabani?
I'm glad Willow Nightingale is over.
Yeah. Someone like that in WWE, they would make like into Nikki Cross. How she was so good, and they try to turn her into a superhero, like kind of like that. So like,
Apparently it was her idea, but like it just did not work.
not this again.
Lady Frost is gonna get mad. Yep.
She was like she's gonna be very mean, Lady Frost.
What'd you say?
Lady Frost is like she could be very, very mean.
She looks like she would be.
Yeah, in her character, like she'd be the one to rip someone's sign up.
I've never gotten. I wanted to get a picture with her and her husband Victor Benjamin at an AAW show, but I wasn't able to. I was too scared. But they seemed really chill. It was just like after their match, they were just out watching the show. Yeah, that reminds me. I got an AAW poster, or like the match card poster, the promotional poster, and I got it signed by Masha Slamovich. So I need to get it framed. I need to buy a frame.
That's really cool. I used to like all the independent shows. I still got a lot of them. I used to put like independent posters and get like all the indie wrestlers to sign it. And
it's just fun to do that. I always bring Sharpies to. I keep Sharpies in my jacket to get stuff signed all the time because I go to tons of concerts and shows. If Willow was not already facing Athena soon for the ROH Women's title, I would say that Willow could probably be a good choice to take the title off of her.
Yeah, I could see Athena. I mean, yeah, Willow Nightingale defeating Athena. Someone said Reggie from the Dallas Mavericks couldn't throw a rock in the ocean tonight. He's really good at threes.
Man, have you seen that Paolo is like 1 for 33?
Yeah, he improved a little bit in their last game with offensive rebounds, but it was for the first quarter, and that was it.
I think Benedict Mathurin should be winning Rookie of the Year. I really like the Pacers. I'm a Bulls fan, but I also like the Pacers.
I might be going to one of the games in April. I'm going to Indiana to meet. It's like a Comic-Con. Well, not really a Comic-Con, like a wrestling convention. I'm meeting MJF there, but the night before, I'll be there that night, and it's like 10 minutes away from the Indiana Pacers game. So I might try to go. They're going against the Pistons, so
they should win that one. Actually, the Bulls almost lost to the Pistons yesterday. They only won because I think it was Jaden Ivey called a timeout when the Pistons didn't have one, so we got 2 free throws. So that was kind of crazy that's how the game ended.
well, picks up the win. That was a decent match.
Mm-hmm. Quick match. Lady Frost hit a giant moonsault there. I didn't say anything about it. I don't know why I didn't. I just kind of just watched, but it was great. That was a picture perfect moonsault.
David, you should start your own basketball podcast. Yeah.
All Elite Court.
Frost. Yeah, I like Lady Frost. She has some more matches coming up, either next week or the next week before that. So I've already been thinking about doing a basketball podcast, but at this point, oh my god, scheduling and everything.
It's having one is seems like a lot of work for Connor already.
Oh god, and I have my own main personal YouTube channel, AEW Fan Guy. I haven't done anything on that. Doing 2, oh my god, no sleep. Juggernaut, yes, ROH is still on Honor Club. The match that the match that just took place was Lady Frost and Will Nightingale. But then we still got a main event, Claudio and AR Fox, maybe a few other matches. Yes, it is. It's going to be 2 hours. Yes, it looks like it's going to be. It started at 6. What time is it now? 7:42 now. 6 to 8. Yeah. So there's 10 matches on the card. And every match felt like it wasn't like the shortest match is probably Brian Cage's match. It was a pure squash match, but every match has got a good time. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be 2 hours, 6 to 8 every Thursday. That's what it seems like it's gonna be. Which 2 hours is a good time for Ring of Honor. Tina, might be we're going to be getting that Supercard of Honor. And thanks for watching, everyone who's watching. Everyone who's left comments, thanks for watching this reaction. Our first ever Ring of Honor reaction. It's crazy how they haven't updated the Ring of Honor Women's title, or like none of the titles, with the new logo and stuff.
I'm a hater. I think the original design for the ROH one that Claudio has right now is just fine. I like how the women's title looks.
This is the one that Claudio has, isn't like the original ROH World Championship. Isn't the one that Claudio has? Isn't it the original?
Yeah, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to know, and the world to know, that Willow Nightingale is nothing but porcelain, and she is just lucky enough to be in my division.
Juggernaut, there is so much wrestling content that I don't like starting to Honor Club yet. Maybe on Supercard of Honor also. Yeah, depending on what you watch, AEW Wednesdays and Fridays. If you watch WWE, Raw, and SmackDown, it's Monday and Friday. But they do have where you can watch all this stuff on demand. So if you do subscribe, whenever you do subscribe to Honor Club, you can go back and watch all these matches. Like tonight, this will be on demand. So.
Ooh, it's main event time. Claudio versus AR Fox.
That's what everyone came to see. Well, I don't know if anyone came to see that match, but it was a good versatile defense on the first episode being back weekly. Speaking of Austin 316, we got 316 subscribers on YouTube. YouTube now.
We have 316.
Yeah.
Nice. It's the funny wrestling number.
Probably could have got this month on March 16th. Also, this is Impact Wrestling. Didn't know if you guys watch. I watch Impact here now and then. ROH and Impact on the same night. So they start Ring of Honor at 6. So they start an hour before Impact, I guess. But they're still competing a little bit because
that hour overlap.
Yeah, but it's not really a big competition between both of them, really.
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, I watch Impact here now. I know they're Josh Alexander and Steve Macklin. They're I don't watch it weekly, but I know what's going on. Kind of like WWE. Like I don't watch it weekly or like I do AEW, but I know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I hear that there's a good match on either Impact or WWE, I'll go and watch it. But like that's the only case scenario, really.
Like the last one I watched was Josh Alexander versus Mike Bailey, and it was like an hour match.
I think the last one I watched was Josh Allen versus TJP, I think, which is a while ago.
I love the North when they were in Impact. Surprisingly, I didn't know this, but they first teamed up in Ring of Honor.
Really? I didn't know that.
I had a random ROH DVD I was watching, and it was the Wolves, Eddie Richards and Eddie Edwards versus the North. Well, I don't think they were called the North, but Ethan Page and
Josh Alexander.
Yeah.
I really like Josh Alexander. I really don't understand why Impact wanted Omega to drop the belt to Christian Cage to then drop the belt to Josh Alexander when they could have just went straight from Omega to Josh Alexander.
Probably just to get Christian Cage because I couldn't afford him. I wonder how that worked. Like, did Impact pay him or?
I don't think so. I doubt it.
I like to collaborate with you guys sometime. I also make some content on my channel. Yeah, definitely. Definitely go to our Twitter. Our Ollie's on Twitter account and send a DM or something. Sounds like a promising time to collaborate with another podcast or wrestling channel. Is March Women's Month?
I think so, yeah.
I had an idea of something.
Talking about the best women's wrestlers?
Kind of. We have 2 women on our podcast, and there's another podcast I have 2 women. I was kind of like a collaboration. I don't know, doing some type of topic, like something for our channel, one for theirs.
That was a really good deadlift by Claudio.
Sometimes it feels like they're dancing when they're doing all these high flying moves.
I think that Claudio does a good job of making sure that it looks like he's actually using strength with AR Fox isn't like jumping off of his legs or something. I think it's a good juxtaposition between Claudio's like powerhouse style with AR Fox's high flying.
Like everyone watching, definitely subscribe down below. We do weekly Dynamite Rampage reactions. We do a weekly show called Talking Elite where we talk about different topics every week. Now we have Ring of Honor on Thursdays. And we have the first episode of Booking the Elite on the channel. So we filmed that in December. It's an early AEW Revolutions prediction. That was a topic. Yeah, definitely subscribe if anyone hasn't. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Revolution.
I am too. I think it'll be a good pay-per-view.
What about you, Juggernaut?
Also, be sure to tune into Talking Elite this weekend, as we will be playing wrestling-themed Jeopardy.
Yeah, got to mention so many stuff we have going now.
I spent so much time during class making this because I didn't feel like paying attention, so it has to be good.
Oh, speaking of Talking Elite, this week only it's on Saturday, and then starting next week it'll be on Thursday. It'll be on Tuesdays. So Talking Elite will be moved to, well, starting next week on Tuesdays. Just for this week, it's on Saturday. To do it on Saturday. Because when I made the new graphic, like the wallpaper, like the banner, I put ROH because I was so focused on that when it ever started. So I had it set in stone, so I didn't have to go pay for another one. And we are shaping up the next episode for Booking Elite as well.
Yeah, it's going to be booking a whole calendar year of Ring of Honor, and so it's taken a bit of time because it's one whole year. But
yeah, I believe it's going to be you and Lane, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think Lane wants to do that one.
There's the Watch Impact a little. I haven't watched the Go Home show yet, but usually the AEW previews never disappoint. But it's going to be a long show. Yeah,
I don't think this show is going to be as long as they normally are because I think the only other match they're going to add is Swerve versus Lee, and that's probably going to be added on Revolution, or not on Revolution. I'm sorry, Rampage. There we go.
Yeah, which they'll probably have a buy-in with like 2 or 3 matches.
Yeah, I bet the buy-in's going to have the Hook Stokely match.
I think they're going to have to put Jade in something.
Yeah, I would put Jade in the buy-in match. Or I would do some kind of battle royale to determine Jade's challenger.
In the comments, what match are you most looking forward to for AEW Revolution? I think mine I'm most looking forward to is MJF and Danielson.
I think for me, it's going to be the Elite versus House of Black.
Yeah.
I'm really worried because if House of Black doesn't win, then like disband the group. I don't even know what to do at that point if they don't.
Like if they do, I don't know how they can continue the story if they lose.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think if they lose, it's over. I don't know if there's been a match with more you have to win energy than this one.
This is really going to make or break them, really.
Mm-hmm.
But if they win, I think they should continue this story with the Elite.
Oh yeah, give me a singles feud between Omega and Malachi.
Yeah, that's what I wish they would have done. Do a few singles matches, like do King Omega and Buddy Matthews. You could have done the Young Bucks versus Malachi and Brody. You could have done a few singles matches in there, like Brody and Omega, like you said.
Yeah, that would have been good because you could have done Kings of the Black Throne versus Young Bucks. You could have given that one to the Kings, and then Matthews versus Omega. You could have given that one to Matthews.
I really hope they just don't drop it after because
yeah, they need to have a long reign. What I would personally do is I would give the House of Black a very long reign with the belts, and then I would use that long reign, just that time, to build up the tag division again. Because I think TK having a trios division, his mindset of booking is you can't have a team in the trios division also be in the tag division, but like you definitely can.
Yeah.
I don't get why he doesn't treat it like that though.
I mean, now since PAC's not available right now because Visa, they can use the Lucha Bros.
Oh yeah, Lucha Bros. Like especially when your pay-per-view match, when you go from Hangman Page and Omega versus the Young Bucks to now having Guns. I've already said like this exact line earlier. Guns, yeah. Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and then Orange Cassidy and Danhausen.
Especially last year, like it was the Young Bucks, Red Dragon, and Jurassic Express.
Yeah, that's like great tag team scene. It was like the focal point, not the focal point, but it was like the highlight. You know, it was the cruiserweight division of WCW. That's what that's what I would compare it to. You know, but
I'm hoping when if they get FTR back, Jeff Hardy's gonna be back pretty soon. So that the Hardys of the FTR, I just on Aussie Open, like that's 3 new teams right there.
Mm-hmm. I just can't believe that they didn't put best friends in that match because
I know that's so stupid.
that's so like it's them who have beef with the Guns and also Jay Lethal and Jarrett, and so now it's Orange Cassidy who's going to be settling it for him. It's like way to just make him look like a bunch of like babies.
And
like,
I don't think Trent and Chita's legitimately injured, are they?
I don't think they are either. I think it's a kayfabe thing.
I don't even get. I don't know. We'll see on Sunday how they. I'm when someone's attacks them, like Danhausen and Orange Cassidy, and they can't be in the match, and Tony Khan has a replacement. It's FTR. Ooh, that was a good cutter from the bottom rope. It was a very good match between AR Fox and Claudio. I'm really hoping when Santana's cleared that they're able to sell the beef and bring them back to the tag division. Because now they could be most useful right now. And that's a good thing because before they had so many teams, but now they could really use them.
Mm-hmm.
AR Fox is not human. Has AR Fox and Pac ever won against? Yes, they have. Well, not one-on-one, I don't think, but they did go against each other in that for trios titles. Death Triangle versus Top Flight and AR Fox. Swan.
They have wrestled each other in CZW in 2012.
Yeah.
That's all I can find.
Adrian Neville. Like Adrian Neville packs 2 different people.
Well, they're the same person, but when you're talking about like how great they are in the ring, yeah.
No one can't seem to find Neville anymore. Guess Gravity did notice Neville. Oh wow, Mavericks are storming away 81-69.
Joel Embiid losing. Love to see it.
You know, like Joel.
No, I hate that free throw merchant. All he does is flop. He has the most unfun basketball to watch.
All the guys I used to watch retired now, like Tim Duncan, Tony Parker.
I love Tim Duncan.
Swing.
It's weird because my 2 favorite players are Tim Duncan and Allen Iverson, which are like the exact opposite of each other.
I love Allen Iverson.
Mm-hmm. I think they both just play the most beautiful basketball. Like Tim Duncan because it's like more he always just makes the right choice. But like even if watching him play is like watching someone fish. And Allen Iverson just because he's just so cool to watch.
I think Chris Paul's going to be the Allen Iverson that never wins the title probably. If he doesn't win it this year, then
I think he has a real shot this year just because KD's on his team.
Yeah,
but if it's not this year, it's never.
Allen Iverson, all the injuries he had, oh my God!
Wow, what a springboard elbow!
Yeah, I was about to say that. I'm not used to seeing Claudio do that, and that was really good.
He got so much distance on that.
Sharpshooter. This will be a good finish if he gets it. Transition to. That was smart.
That was a good roll.
Cover.
AR Fox still fighting. It's nice knowing that the match can go like it doesn't have to end at 8 because TV rights and stuff.
Yeah. A lot of people were disappointed it was on TV, but Look how amazing the matches are.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no commercial is crazy. It's very nice.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they had like a time how like one that could be in there, but
Oh yeah.
they film like hours and hours. But they basically film for the whole day, so you don't have to worry about time limits. They're going over a certain time.
I'm really excited for this Jeopardy that I made. I hope nothing is too difficult, and I hope nothing is too easy.
I've actually never played Jeopardy.
Really?
I don't think I have.
Oh man, I love Jeopardy. I whenever I'm home, I watch that with my family.
I have heard of the show. I've never actually played it. Wow. Luca has 28, Kyrie Irving 27. Yeah, they've been watching Sports Center and listen to social media, and we can't keep on going like this.
Joel Embiid, 19 points, garbage.
That's a lot of weight on AR Fox picking up.
Oh wow, what a 450! That was beautiful.
And I love how AR Fox is so emotionally invested in this like crude angle. Like he's literally fixing to cry. Looks like AR Fox is. And Rick Romani right now is reminding me of Jim Ross, like prime Jim Ross, like screaming into the.
Yeah, it's that like you could hear it in his in his voice box.
Like this match is like you can emotionally get into. Like, I got goosebumps right now. I love these type of matches.
Like even though you do know Claudio's probably going to win.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Wrestling on demand. I'm doing pretty good. Wrestling on demand. How are you doing? Wrestling. This is Daniel. Oh, thanks for watching. Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, thanks for watching, Daniel. What if they had two copies of this match and we saw the copy that Claudio won and AR Fox won? Never mind.
He wins it with an uppercut.
That was a good match.
Yeah, that was good.
Claudio's theme is like a celebration. Not even especially when you win a big victory like this. It was an amazing main event for the start of this new era of Ring of Honor. I love this era of Ring of Honor. It's very different than the like before Tony bought it, and for the better.
Oh, they're selling the pay-per-view.
Don West. No one could do it like Don West. I remember. Oh my God, he'd sell the whole. He'd sell the show for a month in advance. Uh-oh. Here we go. Eddie Kingston. Give Kingston.
He just quit AEW. What is he doing here?
Saying AEW, bro. So he's definitely going to be primarily focused on ROH. It's probably a good thing to build him up.
Yeah, I think Eddie's booking has kind of been fumbled. Like he was the second or third most like sympathetic babyface in the company.
He just walks away. It's not like you, Claudio.
It is when you have the history they have.
That's true. Yeah, and they do have that history with the blood and guts match that Kingston wanted the pin and he didn't get it. Eddie Kingston says I'm an independent contractor. Aiden, do you need you need to take a coffee break?
No, I'm tired, but A, I don't drink coffee, and B, I have so much studying I have to do. I have an exam for organic chemistry tomorrow, so. But I deserved a break from studying, so that's why we watching Ring of Honor now.
Next week it's
Athena and Willow. That'll be fun.
well, then
Wheeler Yuta versus Timothy Thatcher.
I got a stat card next week too. I don't know if we're gonna do 10 matches or not, but that was a very good first episode of this new era of Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that it wasn't just random matches thrown around with like very few promos. I'm glad that there were a good amount of promos.
I feel like some feuds are going to be like, I think Josh Woods and Takeshita might be continued. Like some feuds that you could tell that they're going to continue. Like it's not just a one-time squash match. I'd say for Brian Cage and as a one and done. But yeah, that was everything had something to it. Yeah, that was it for the first episode of our first ROH. I thought it was a very good episode. I give it a 8.5 out of 10, 9 out of 10 maybe.
I give it a 7.6 out of 10. No matches like 10 out of 10 worthy. They like we know what the pay-per-view is going to look like for the most part because everything's been set up. And there wasn't really anything that was like mind-blowing, but it was cool to see a new era of Ring of Honor kickstart.
My favorite match is probably Claudio and AR Fox, that last match. That was a pretty good match.
That was a really good match.
But yeah, we'll be back next Thursday for this Ring of Honor reaction every Thursday. But tomorrow night we have AEW Rampage live reaction, and then we have Talking Elite on Saturday, and then we'll be back for Dynamite and do it all over again next week. Yeah, the topic for is it Saturday? The topic for Talking Elite, that's the Jeopardy. So yeah, definitely check out the All Elite Zone in the description below: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Spotify, and Podbean. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow for AEW Rampage.
Peace.